What's up? This is Dr. Justin and Dr. Don. We are with Millpond Integrative Health and Wellness Center.
What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday.
It's a mouthful.
That's a lot.
Millpond Wellness.
Just kind of flows off your tongue by now.
It sure does. It sure does. So, yeah, I mean, well, first of all, we got a couple things to talk about today.
Yes.
We got to talk about heart disease.
We're going to talk about heart disease.
February Heart Awareness Month.
Yeah.
Everybody go get your cholesterol checked so we can get you on more statins. It will protect your heart and save you from heart disease should you just be on a statin drug.
Crazy. The number one killer, killing more men and women than any other disease process, car accident, anything. It's number one killer.
Statin drugs?
And statin drugs are the answer. Statin drugs are the answer. And at least in Canada, it's a law that if you get prescribed a statin drug, they have to give you CoQ10.
Yeah. You know, and that's an interesting topic, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but CoQ10 is very important. And reality is a statin drug. Well, let me not say my 2 cents, because that would probably get us in trouble.
Yeah, I was pretty fired up on Monday. So.
But you gotta understand, cholesterol. So I was listening to a board-certified radiologist. He is the author of The Wheat Belly, and he's a board-certified cardiologist, and his statement about cholesterol drugs is that it's BS, that it's technology from the 50s, and the only reason why we still test for it today is because we have found a drug solution that we can alter the biochemistry and make the cholesterol normal. Yep. So therefore you're healthy. Yet it has been it has not been shown nor proven. It has not been shown nor proven to reduce the risk of heart disease. And you're taking it to reduce the risk of heart disease. It makes no sense at all, except for one thing. Money.
Should have that song on cue. And guys, you see, he's reading a book, and most books that I read about this topic, they're written by cardiologists, medical doctors. Yep. And so, you guys, your doctors have this information. The thing is doctors like the ones that are writing these books that we're reading, see, they've got to leave the mainstream and they've got to go open up private practice because they want to treat what they call preventative cardiovascular care, right? But they can't do that in a hospital setting. They can't do that if they work for a big, or they have the insurance companies feeding them patients every month. Yep. So for them to step out and go into private practice, that means they got to get their own patients. They've got to, do all that stuff. And so, guys,
they got to work.
They got to, right. Your doctors know this information. It's not like they don't know it. It is just easier and more profitable for them. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth, for them to just write you a prescription for a statin drug, knowing that it's doing you, in reality, it's doing you no good.
Yep.
But I think once you say things out loud enough, I think you start believing it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I'd go to work every day and just lie to patients, telling them that it's helping you and it's not, knowing it's not.
In fact, we tell the truth, and people don't like that. I was told one day that if what someone tells you, what I tell you, hurts you, well then guess what, honey? It's the truth. The truth hurts. You need to hear it. You don't want to hear it, and in fact, your doctor will never tell you. Your doctor will let you think and believe whatever it is that you want to believe, okay? So, that being said, I was told that I had to do one thing on this show today by little man Jace, my boy. So we're talking about heart disease. And I think heart disease, exercise is important, right?
Yeah.
And so he wanted to make sure that you guys know a good exercise to do. Now, I don't think, because you can only see us from the waist up here. But actually, you know what? Well, then we're going to screw it up. Here we go. You hold my phone. Here's what we got to do. So, Jace, here's your toe touch here. Now I'm going to try to not screw my things up here. Toe touch. We jump up, and we touch them, and boom. Wow. And just do a lot of those, and
that was impressive.
Heart disease will go away.
That was impressive.
There it is, dude.
So again, what do we have to look out for? What do we need to do?
Yeah.
If it's the number one killer, I don't want to be on that list.
No.
Because a lot of people watching this video, they're on the list already.
Yeah.
Your loved ones have died from a heart attack or a stroke.
Yeah.
It's all around us.
Yeah.
How many times people, anytime you get any kind of pain, what is the first thing that goes to your mind? Oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. Any kind of chest pain, right? Yeah. And it's because, it's happening so often. And the crazy thing is kind of like what that doc was talking about in that book. It's happening to young people.
Yeah.
We never used to see that.
Yeah.
Never used to see that. We never used to see obese teenagers. It is just crazy where we've gone. And so let's talk about that. What are we doing? How's food affecting it? What can we do to counteract it? Let's give them some pointers and some steps.
Oh, I love it, because it's like you're never sick, you're fine, your blood work's fine, and then all of a sudden you're sick and you try to figure out what happened.
Right.
You got to wake up and you got to listen. I had patients in here today. Now they're ready to change and transform. I said, you are not going to eat Arbys anymore. Well, what's wrong with Arbys, he says. A lot. So I think it's one of the healthier fast food places. I said, listen, dude, there is no such thing.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as a healthy fast food joint. You're going and eating all these bad oils and all these inflammatory oils and all these bad meats and cheap meats and things. It is so bad and so wrong for you.
They call it an oxymoron, right?
That's exactly what it is. Somebody can check us on that, but I'm pretty sure that's it. But you gotta understand, they've been eating breakfast at this place for 2 years every single day. Wondering why, and then they laugh. It's like, and people do this too. It's like, yeah, well, I do it, and then I go home and I eat candy, and my blood sugar's fine in the morning, so I can keep doing it, right? My physiology says it's good. Listen to your physiology. You're on medication, you're on insulin, you're on all these drugs, yet you're doing candy. Does candy and sugar cause inflammation and cause cancer and heart disease? Yes. Guess when medical tests tell you that you're sick? When you're flipping sick and when you got cancer. And in fact, we got some markers and things that we can see and find out if we're going to have that or prerequisite to it and things you got to fix. So,
but sugar doesn't increase cholesterol.
Oh, so we can eat sugar as long as we take a statin.
As long as our cholesterol's not going up.
And so another thing, like breakfast, so I'm going to have, we can have coffee.
What you got going?
I got some bulletproof coffee. So I think butter is good stuff.
Good grass-fed butter?
Yeah.
So again, guys, like now I just have to text. I wish I had my phone on me. I got a picture from one of my patients. And it was a picture. She's like, I just got this from UK. And it had, foods of what? I showed you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And it had a picture of cake and pie and a thing of coconut oil, like all in the same little picture with a circle around it saying saturated fats are bad.
Yep.
So, yes, diet influences whether or not you're going to get heart disease or not. It absolutely does, but not for the reason you think, right? It's not because it's increasing your cholesterol. Because again, I talked about this study on Monday briefly. This is a study that they study groups of families that have cholesterol over 300. And across the board, unanimous decision, like more longevity, less heart disease, better brain health. I mean, all these people, and their cholesterols were over 300,
Yep.
right? So it's not because your cholesterol is going up, but it's because all the junk you're putting in your body are causing inflammation,
Yep.
right? And so you're getting those golf balls instead of those tennis balls. And if you watched our show on Monday, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, you guys, it's the junk you're eating just because it's, low calorie, non-fat. Gosh, you guys, non-fat stuff, you need to run away from it.
Yep.
They take the fat out and put in what?
Sugar.
So the stuff you're eating is killing you. It's crazy.
And not the stuff I eat because it's sugar-free.
It's sugar-free.
Oh, it's sugar-free, which means that it's got artificial sweeteners into it. Again, be careful. Just because it's sugar-free and you're the healthy, fat-free, sugar-free, no, you guys got to stay away from that stuff. So
inflammatory.
So yeah, some other things with nutrition, right? And so, no grains, no sugars. My dad, at least my mom's watching. My dad just likes to be that guy that just is gonna say things just because you say something anyways.
Dad, if you're watching, you knucklehead.
So like you half wonder like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't really think that. Or most of the time he's trying to screw with me because I like to screw with him too. But grains are so bad for you. Yes or yes?
Yeah, like there's no such thing. Well, but my great grandparents, they had whole grains and
what about
and
the
their
Bible?
diet.
That's what his thing. He's like, well, the Bible talks about grains,
right?
Well,
Just not the same.
It's a few years
It's not
ago.
the same now. Yeah, I mean, it's not grains anymore. There's no whole grains. It's how it's processed, how it's been genetically modified. I mean, it's a substance that goes in your body, and no matter who you are, what you say, it's going to cause inflammation. So everything we're talking about, guys, again, we want to reduce inflammation, reduce oxidative stress.
Yes.
Because if those are low in your body, then your risk of heart disease is going to be with that, going to be low as well. So.
That's right. So yeah, grains and sugars, eating good fats, not eating bad fats, but also, and just a side note, like again, if you're on a statin drug and you're not on CoQ10, that needs to change immediately. Now, preferably get off the statin drug and take CoQ10 and fix that, but we got to figure out what caused it in the first place. There's also some research that I was going over today that says that like there's a lot of correlation between fungal candida yeast inside your body and heart disease.
Yep.
So they were showing that the strain Saccharomyces boulardii, which we use in certain things when people, literally it's candida that eats candida. It's good yeast that eats the bad yeast. So you go in there, you fix that up, you clear the yeast up, and the study talks about an 8-week trial, and then all of a sudden heart diseases were going down. The blood and the ejection rates in the heart were just that much better, all from just getting rid of yeast and candida. And guys, I tell you, yeast and candida is everywhere today. And so that's a big reason why we talk about testing though. Because you're just saying, like, he might have yeast, I might not. So I'm spending, you know, all this money on Saccharomyces boulardii. It's not doing anything for me because I don't have any yeast or candida, but he's got a ton, and he's trying to take this other, you know, probiotic, and he shouldn't be taking it because it's eating away all the good bacteria. Testing is so important. Again, we're just giving information today, but nothing trumps getting tested for any of the things that we talk about.
Because again, I mean, the yeast, there's 25,000 strains of yeast.
Oh, God.
You know? So we try to isolate which one so we know which one to kill. I mean, so again, testing is so valuable.
And one of the big things about, so I talk about like the top 3 environmental toxins to try to avoid. This is a big portion of why like grains and corns and soys and things, why they're so bad, but pesticides. Yeah. We spray them everywhere. Well, heaven forbid we have to work and go actually pull weeds like we used to. We don't have time for that. Roundup, man. Roundup is the bomb.
Did you see that new thing that with the guy he had all the flames, the fires?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Killing all the weeds with fire.
Solve problems and people will follow you. So watch out for the pesticides like glyphosate, which is the active ingredient used in Roundup.
It's everywhere, guys.
Yeah, no, it's organic. It's not. You gotta understand. You're in this one little pouch right here, and this is all organic and not sprayed. Now, millions of square feet around you, miles or whatever, like, guess what's all around there? Sprays and pesticides. Guess what's coming up from those wonderful chemtrails and things that they put? Like, there's just pesticides everywhere, so even your stuff is still getting touched.
Well, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, was that an organic field? I mean, this stuff gets in the soil, right? And it stays in the soil forever. It's crazy.
So you gotta be very careful with it. So obviously we want to try to do as organic as possible, but we also want to have things in our bodies, and we'll talk about things like charcoal. Things that can actually actively bind toxins out of your body in a safe manner, because we're constantly exposed to toxins. I'll tell you that we try to avoid everything from like our skins to hairs to the waters we're drinking. Like, I mean, everything is like toxic free, but we're exposed to toxins every day. Yeah.
You walk outside, you breathe the air, you get toxins. Yeah. You've got to be doing things proactive.
Walk around with an oxygen tank.
Well, they have ones where you don't need a tank. It just turns.
Look into it.
Get it done.
Eat organic food. We talked about that. Yep. Detoxify chemicals that are already in your body by doing what my son said: breaking a sweat.
Yes.
Exercise.
Yep.
I truly believe that for you to be in optimal health, that you need to be not just in good shape, good cardiovascular shape, but great.
Gooder.
Gooder is better than great, I think. So gooder cardiovascular shape. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, well, I worked out once. Okay.
I remember.
Do it again. Like, do a lot of it.
Yeah,
well, my knees hurt. My joints hurt. I'm old. I don't have the stuff. You're full of should. Full of should. You didn't say what I wanted to say.
No, you didn't.
Full of should. You're full of should. Stop being so full of should. Make changes. Do something about it. If nothing else, if you can't do anything, get up and start walking. Yep. Start walking, then start taking the hills, then start jogging, then start running, then start doing those things. But also, if you have a bunch of joint pain, you might have yeast.
Definitely have inflammation.
But you have inflammation. Where's that coming from? Get rid of the inflammation, get rid of the arthritis, get rid of the autoimmune component, and watch your body heal. Yep. And now you don't have joint problems anymore. So now you can start doing things. Now you get to be there for your grandkids, not hope you're being there for kids. You do not leave your health up to luck. I get sick and tired of people coming up here and just like thinking that they can do whatever they want to do. You cannot do that. You need to make better changes, better choices, better decisions, and your health will change because of it. It's pretty freaking simple.
Boom. Yeah, so we had a guy in this morning, he swore, he said, dude, I'm bone on bone on my knee.
Yeah.
And when he was in, a few weeks ago for his first appointment, we took a picture of his knee, and his joint space looked beautiful. But doc, I'm in so much pain, so I showed him his x-ray. He was so loaded with inflammation, he thought for sure he was bone on bone. Take a picture, beautiful joint space, but because of the inflammation, he was just in so much pain. So looking forward to seeing him get out of pain, that is for sure.
And it happens quickly when you get to the cause of it. Again, not just taking a bunch of supplements. We'll talk about supplements from time to time, but it's not just one supplement pill. Just wear this CBD patch or something and it's going to cure everything. It doesn't work that way. Does it help? Could it help? Sure, but you still have something underlying. Test.
Got it. Yep.
Okay? Let's see here. Anything else we want to talk about? Mold.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's rampant. So many people are exposed to it and don't even realize it.
You have no idea.
These symptoms they're getting, and it's like all the tests are normal.
Yep.
Believe it or not, you can do specialized testing for mold.
Mold can tear you apart.
Yes.
But I bleached everything. Okay, you got rid of it there, but guys, it's in the air. These spores are there. They're in your body. They don't get out, and these things just tear you up. So we do use a home filter. It's called it's called molecule. It's molecule, and it is amazing. And it's not just like a regular HEPA filter that will filter out things that, I'll screw the numbers out, like 0.3 billion trillion microparticles, something or like that. But you understand, like the molds and these other viruses and bacteria are so much smaller than that, and so this actually is able to just eliminate all the toxins in your house. You can put it in your room, and literally when you wake up in the morning, you will have the freshest, cleanest air that you've had in a long time, and I think that's very important.
Ultraviolet lights, right?
It uses some UV light. Actually, you know what? We'll make sure, and Oscar can help us with this, but we make sure we put a link in there so that you guys can see the molecule. I think it's the best filtration system, air filtration system that is on the market, and I think we have a $75 discount if you guys are interested in it.
We're not getting any kickback on that. We're not promoting stuff.
Just throwing it out there.
Give you guys the best.
I use it myself. I just like to tell you what we use at our house for our health, right? So that's the mold, and I'm telling you, a lot of people are exposed to mold a lot more. If you live in a house with a basement, you got mold. You live in a house, 5-10 years or so?
Yeah, I mean,
you've probably got mold.
Yeah.
If you see it in your bathroom.
If you have a ball home, you have mold.
If you have a ball home. That's nice, dude. Avoid other toxins like gluten. So we talk about nutrition just real quick. Gluten, yeast, wheat, corn, grain, barley, peanuts, cottonseed, grain-fed meat, and dairy. Where do you get grain-fed meat and dairy at? Everywhere. Arbys.
Everything's in there. It's all yeah.
Grass-fed, way to go. Okay. We can have some toxins in mushrooms and definitely some chocolate with the sugars and stuff. So unfiltered tap water, don't touch that. Unfiltered alcoholic beverages, be careful with that.
Eat God's food and drink water.
It's kind of simple.
That's pretty much.
It also says to eat more vegetables than fruit. Do people know that? Because we've said that. But you eat more fruit and no vegetables, I think, is really what we do. So we gotta be careful with that, guys. I'm telling you. And then some charcoals and things to help with getting rid of that. But that's it. Start exercising. Get off your butt.
Go do some grounding.
Vitamin G. Go change your diet. Drink water. Hydrate your body. Look at your medications and actually go on WebMD or go on the Dr. Google and just type in side effects of those drugs and see and look if half of the symptoms that you have are due to a side effect of the drug that you have, which then you're taking 2 other drugs for, which then is this cascade effect, all because of one drug, which isn't even proven or shown to reduce the risk of heart disease. It's unbelievable. So, yes, that is our soapbox for the day.
Healthy hump day.
Healthy hump day, guys. Make changes, get healthy. I had something else I was going to say. What was it?
We'll talk about it Friday.
Questions. Well, no, so make sure you write questions. So Friday, we always answer all your questions that you guys have throughout the week on Friday. Whatever it is, guys, shoot them out us. We'll if it's a dumb question, we'll tell you. No, we won't tell you. Well, we might tell you. I might tell you. He won't, but I will. Ask the questions. It's important. Now, we talked about one day, Friday last week, and somebody actually said the answer. The 10,000 steps. Fitbits, Apple Watches, all these things. Everybody wants to hit 10,000 steps. Why? Where's the research? You show me one research study that has said and proven that 10,000 steps is the way to go. There is no research. Now, a Japanese manufacturer who was manufacturing pedometers.
Yep.
What do we need to do? How do we market this? 10,000 steps. He did that then. There is no research that backs that. Now, I'm not saying that 10,000 steps is a bad thing to go for. At least you're getting up off your butt and you're doing something better than just sitting down. But there is no scientific research that backs the fact that you should be taking 10,000 steps a day.
Kind of like your cholesterol should be 200.
Oh, man, yeah.
No research to back that up
There
either.
is no research. No research. Now, a lot of times research can just numbers and like if I talk about thyroid and TSH, take more T4 because I can alter TSH. Had somebody come in today and they're like, I'm hypothyroid. Why? Well, my TSH is off. Well, have you been tested anything else other than that? Nope. So you're autoimmune, your whole life is transformed and changed, and you're screwed and have no hope because you had TSH. Unbelievable to me, but this happens every single day. So yes, and I don't remember who said that. Somebody answered it on there. That was good. I would like to know if you Googled it or if you knew that. But make sure you ask questions. Please ask questions. It makes Friday's show a lot more fun for us. Gives us something to look at and questions to answer. And we'll answer those on Shots with the Doc on Friday. Again, this week, this month, February, it's Heart Awareness Month. You know people that have blood pressure, cholesterol. You know people that are sick of suffering and looking for help and looking for hope. And they want changes. They don't know where to look. We have our referral program so that you can track your 10,000 steps. We're offering off a
What's the date for our health talk? Or heart talk?
The Heart Talk is Thursday, next Thursday. Whatever next Thursday is. 21st. It's the 21st. So we have an in-office heart health talk on inflammation, on heart disease. We switched it up on a Thursday night because we know UK is not playing.
Right.
So we're going to be safe.
They play like they did last night.
Oh, man, that was a bad call, though. I mean, that was goaltending.
Well, shouldn't have got that close, though.
Doesn't matter. Come on, Coach Cal. We got to not get that close. But anyways, guys, write your questions. Ask them. Make sure you like somebody. Make sure you tag somebody in this. And make sure you get on this referral program so we can put you in the entry to win the Fitbit. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on Friday.